What's up, everybody? Today, we have some hot takes, some movie hot takes. And for this one, I actually recruited the help of some of the boys, got their takes. Mine will be near the end, so I guess skip there if you're interested. But I'm going to start out with Mo, because that's probably the simplest. First take, so I went like room temperature, warm, scalding, kind of for like the order of the takes, how hot they get. His first take was that Ant-Man Quantumania is bad, and I'm going to agree with this hot take. I do not like that movie. I think it sucks. I saw it in theaters. I thought it was ass, to be honest with you. His take number 2 is that The Witch is bad, and I fully do not agree with this one. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of The Witch by Robert Eggers. I think it is okay. I think it would do better if I were to rewatch it again, which would be like the third or fourth time, but as of now, I have it at like a 7.3. I think I should rewatch it. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be better. I do not think it is bad, even at this current moment. I think it's still a good movie. And then his third take is Sheep Detectives will be a top 10 film in 2026. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a question mark. I'm gonna disagree with this one. There are so many good movies coming out that I do not think that Peter Rabbit 2.0 is going to be considered a top 10 film in the year 2026. We're going to go on to Kyle. Kyle's hot take, his room temperature take, is that Pedro Pascal is not a particularly good actor. I'm kind of in between on this one because I like him as an actor, but I will agree that he's never blown me away. Like, he kind of plays a similar role in most of his movies, so I'm not necessarily going to sit here and disagree with that take because it's not crazy at all. His number 2, Tarantino's body of work is top 3. I'm kind of also in between. This is a good like 50-50 room or kind of warm take because he makes a lot of good movies. His catalog is elite. Like, there's no questioning that. But me, for one, I'm not the biggest fan of Tarantino. I like his movies. We'll get to that in the next couple set of hot takes. I think he makes good movies. I don't think he has a top 3 body of work. So I'm going to technically disagree with that one. And then his scalding hot take, the MCU is the worst thing to break big in the history of movies. And this one I agree with. Honestly, I've been asking around between these people and like seeing how everyone feels about the other takes. This one has surprisingly been mostly agreed with. And I do agree with it. I mean, I think it changed the way structure. We're going to get to third, which is probably the most controversial of any of the three. Cam, his first take is that Sinners is overrated, has no solid theme, and it should have been the part 3 to like a movie trilogy. I could not disagree with this more. I love Sinners. I think even if you think it's overrated, I think the one thing that you can see is themes. So I did ask him to elaborate on this thought a little bit, and he more was like there are multiple themes throughout the movie. He doesn't think that the movie has one big theme, which I don't think is crazy. I still disagree. His warm take is that Tarantino is good but overrated, and that his movies, while being good, have nothing special about them really. Like, the dialogue is fun, but it doesn't leave a lasting impression. And this I absolutely 100% fully agree with. I like Tarantino. I think Inglourious Basterds is his best movie. For one, I think Pulp Fiction is overrated. I think it is good. I think it's a good, solid movie. It doesn't leave me with that much. So I'm going to fully agree with that one. And then he said that The Dark Knight is not the best movie or the best Batman movie. He thinks it's 2 to 3. And in particular, he thinks both Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises has better character development for the character of Batman. Those, for the record, he does not think that either of those two are the best Batman movie, but he highlights those two as being movies he thinks has better Batman development. I'm going to disagree with that. I'm kind of half agreeing, because I do not think The Dark Knight's the best Batman movie, but I think it's better than the two that he listed. And yeah, so it's kind of an in-betweener there for me. And now my hot takes here. My kind of room temperature take is that The Batman is the best Batman movie. The 2022 with Robert Pattinson, I think, is the best on-screen adaptation of Batman. I think it's the best movie. I think it's got the best atmosphere. While The Dark Knight is great, I think The Batman surpasses it just a little bit. This next take's kind of multifaceted. So I think Creed 2 is the best Creed movie, but I also think Southpaw is in between 1 and 2. So if this makes sense, it's Creed 2 is better than Southpaw, which is better than Creed 1. And then I kind of have two takes left, so I think Uncut Gems is awful. I hate that movie. I think it is so annoying. I think the dialogue is atrocious. I do not like that movie at all. And my last take, and the one that will probably get the most disagreements, I think The Sixth Sense is M. Night Shyamalan's third best movie to me. I think Unbreakable is objectively better, and I personally like The Village more. I think Split is very close to The Sixth Sense, and I think Signs is very close to The Sixth Sense, but I have both Unbreakable and The Village above The Sixth Sense.